Back to another vlog. If this is your first time here, I am Chandra Yvette, simply a fabulous girl doing regular things. And if that is your vibe, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you do not miss another upload from me. So I'm about to go into Walmart, of all places. I need to check and see if they have the protein shakes that I normally drink, the Only What You Need protein shakes. I normally will get them from I get them from Kroger sometimes. I used to be able to get them from Target. And Walmart, sometimes they have the brand that I like and the flavor that I like, and then sometimes they don't. So it's usually hit or miss in here. They're a little bit more expensive at the grocery store that I go to. Worst case scenario, if I have to, I can go over there and grab them. But I'm going to see if they have them here and do a little bit of browsing, and then I'm going to come on out of here. I don't anticipate being in here long. Everybody knows that I cannot stand Walmart. But we do what we got to do. So I'm going to run in here real quick and grab what I need, and I'll be back. All right, so that was a quick turnaround trip. I did find the protein shake, but they literally only had one pack or one carton in the store. I normally get the vanilla, which is what I have here, which was the only one they had on the shelf. And I like the salted caramel. The salted caramel is actually my favorite, but they didn't have that in the store, of course. All right, and then I picked up a couple of the new EOS lotions. I got the cocoa cashmere, and then I picked up the peppermint cashmere, which surprisingly to me smells pretty good. It's not overly sweet, and it's actually not overly pepperminty. It's probably not a word, but it's light and airy, and that's what I like about it, and that's why I picked these two up. Ashwagandha, and then I got some more melatonin. So that is my quick little haul from what I picked up in Walmart. Got a couple things that I'm expecting to come in, more so just my re-up on my workout supplements. I needed some more glutamine and some more pre-workout because of the Prime days. I was able to get a couple of those things. I got some more BCAAs, which I do take every day. I take the BCAAs and I do take the glutamine every day. I take that with my creatine. I'm not low on the creatine, but I got those two things and then a couple other items, and so I'm waiting on that stuff to come in.
Said you needed space, said you needed more time to think, so you went away, but you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door, even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurts so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long.
What's up, y'all, and happy Friday. I did bike boot camp this morning, and then I also did a 20-minute rolling hills ride. So both of those workouts combined was really good. Feeling nice and fit from the workout. And so yeah, I'm getting ready to head now to run some errands. I'm going to run by the post office. I actually need to do that first, because if not, I'll forget like I did yesterday. But I got to go by the post office, and then I need to pick up some household things like dish detergent, toiletries, and things like that, things that we're out of. So I'm going to run by the store and also pick up some of those things. Today, more than likely, I'm just going to be doing some things around the house. Need to wash up some clothes, a couple loads of laundry, and probably do some dusting or something like that. Earlier this week, I actually cleaned up my desk area and reorganized some things on my dresser. And to be honest, I really need to reorganize the stand in my bathroom that holds a lot of my toiletry products, lotions, and things like that. So we'll see if I get around to that or not. But all right, y'all, so it is early Friday morning. I am running late for a hair appointment. Yes, it has been a couple of days. I have been struggling trying to take my braids out, but like I said, I'm about to get my hair done, and so you'll see a new me when I come out. All right, y'all, so I've made it home, and today has been very eventful. I ended up having a flat tire on my way back from getting my hair done, and roadside assistance was trashed today. I spent several hours waiting for them. Family members were distributed all over the earth, and so it took forever for me to be able to finally get home. Of course, you can see that I have gotten my hair done. Not yet enjoyed it because, like I said, today was trash. Thankfully, thank you, Jesus, we made it home safely. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little update about why I didn't come back on like I was supposed to. Because, again, my afternoon was definitely not the best. So, with that being said, I'm going to tuck myself into the bed and try to get some sleep. And I'll catch up with y'all in the morning. All right, so happy Saturday. Yesterday was a terrible Friday. Like I was telling you guys, I actually had a flat tire. I went to the hair salon yesterday morning and got my hair done. My daughter and I went and got her hair done, one of my daughters. And then we stopped by my mom's and spent a little bit of time with my mom and got ready to go home. We had not eaten. We, of course, got up early yesterday morning, which was another reason why I was rushing. I didn't get very much coverage during the vlog or anything like that. Got up yesterday morning, went to the salon, stayed there longer than anticipated, and had not eaten. I did get up, I worked out. I had about 40 ounces of water, so I had a little bit of water. But then once I left my mom's house, we got stranded. Did not realize that because of the type of car that I have, the tires are run flat tires, meaning that they have the ability to drive the car while the tire is flat. Well, when my car gave me the warning telling me that the tire pressure, or to check my tires or whatever, I started panicking because I was watching the number drop. So I got to the nearest gas station, just trying to get to safety. Got there and, of course, called my husband, called my son, called one of my daughters that was not with me. Nobody was close. So me and my daughter were sitting in the car. We're waiting for somebody to get by. I was on the phone with my husband at the time when the tire pressure warning started coming on, and he was out of town. So he was probably about an hour and a half away from me at that time. But in any event, I called roadside assistance. You know, yeah, we've got roadside assistance, but these jerks literally played with me for at least 3 hours. They got one tow truck en route. The intent was to try to get the truck to carry the car to a tire shop to replace the tire. The particular tire shop that I was trying to get it to, nearest to whatever, was going to be closing within an hour. They were not going to get to me until about 15 minutes prior to the closing of the tire stop or tire shop. I call the tire shop. They say, yeah, you know, we've got the tire. We'll wait, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Come to find out, the tow truck was not en route yet and was not anticipating getting there prior to the shop closing. So I canceled that one. Find me another tow truck. I'll take it back to, because I wasn't even on the side of town that I live on. Just take me back to, my area. And this way I have the ability to at least be right there with it. It's close on my side of town. I can drive up to it in the morning if need be. This tow truck at that particular time said they were en route. Supposed to be there within an hour. Actually, it was supposed to be 40 minutes. So the time came, I'm watching the tracker on my app, my insurance app, and it never shows where this truck is en route. So an hour passes. I call back, I try to get an update, and they tell me, well, I'm not sure what's going on. Let me check in with them. So the insurance company is calling them. They won't even answer the phone. So they cancel them. Mind you, at this point, we've been sitting close to 2 hours. So then they call another company for roadside assistance. These people agree. He first tells me it's an hour and a half away. I'm like, sir, it's starting to get dark outside. Me and my daughter are sitting in this car. I find it to be a safety issue. So that does not work. You need to keep looking or see if you can get them on the way. So he puts me on hold. He calls them. He gets back on the line. He tells me, okay, well, they say that they're right there at the interstate and they're 45 minutes away. So I know what they're talking about. I'm thinking, okay, it really doesn't take 45 minutes. Perhaps it's not going to take that long. I agree. When I call this person within about 30 minutes just to check in because I don't see that the tracker is progressing on the app to show that they're on their way, this man tells me, I'm at least 60 miles away. I'm on the way, but I'm 60 miles? 60 miles? That's not telling me that you're 45 minutes away. And then he tell me, and then our truck has a governance on it, and so it's only going to go 60 miles an hour. I'm at least an hour and a half away. Mind you, at this point, you're supposed to be there within about 5 minutes. So now I get a text from the previous tow truck drivers telling me, we're close to you. You mean an hour after you're supposed to be there, you're close to me? Still takes this guy at least another 35 minutes or so to get there. But needless to say, he actually got there before the tow truck that they had confirmed. So I end up having to call the insurance company back because at this point, I'm 38 hot. At this point, I'm ready to go off on everybody and their mama. And I did everything I could to hold my peace. I kind of did slip up a little bit, but I reeled it back in because I realized that it wasn't necessarily the insurance company's fault. But they were definitely not doing their part in confirming things and canceling things. Because now at this point, I got 2 different companies calling me. And I'm telling them, somebody better get in touch with the dispatch or with the insurance company or whomever. Because I'm not paying anything for 2 tow truck drivers. Because, like I said, I wasn't on my side of town. Which meant that the roadside assistance was only covering a certain portion of the mileage for whatever psychotic reason. And because of that, I would have had to pay overage for any miles above the amount that they allotted for me. So I'm like, at this point, somebody better make up their mind. I'm not paying 2. And if both of y'all show up, that's going to be on y'all. I called the insurance company back. And so they start trying to get in touch with the companies just to see, exactly what was going on or whatever. And they finally determined that who's that? They finally determined that they were going to cancel the one that had not yet made it there and allow the people who were right there close to me to go ahead and tow the car. So needless to say, we made it home safe after about a 4-hour insane mess. And by the time the tow truck drivers got there, husband was en route. He was in traffic. He ended up finally making it there. He and my son both pulled up at the same time. My daughter pulled up with her boyfriend. But they really couldn't do anything because there was no spare in the car. And because I didn't know that I had run flat tires, which was why I didn't have a spare, I stopped the car. And of course, the tire completely deflated. And it probably would not have been the safest option to continue to drive. So, in any event, like I said, it was an annoying fool of a day. But thankfully, by the grace of God, we made it home. So Anyway, I'm up this morning. I got up early this morning. I got a workout in. Haven't had anything to eat yet. I'll probably eat something maybe within the next hour. Been calling a couple of tire shops trying to see who has my tires in stock. I wasn't intending to replace all the tires, and I don't like replacing one tire or two tires without replacing the whole set. So at this point, I'm kind of contemplating, okay, do I want to go ahead and try to change all the tires? Do I want to change the front two? Do I want to just change the back? And then I got to make sure that one of these companies is going to have at least one minimum to change the tire itself. And then if I'm going to go ahead and try to progress to changing the set itself, am I going to do that or not? I don't know. But like I said, I'm getting ready to run to check a couple of options that are nearby me in hopes that somebody has a tire or tires that will fit the car. Hopefully this will be a success and I won't have any more foolery to take place today, because I really don't think that I can handle it at this point. But you know, if it does come, it comes. You know, God always equips us when the time comes. We think we can't handle anything else, and yet we persevere. So anytime God is getting ready to do some elevating on your behalf, the devil is going to come and try to attack you. It don't really matter what it is. At any point, at any given time, he's always going to come. The tricks don't ever change. They're always the same. And so I'm not surprised that this is happening, but my flesh is extremely frustrated. So actually made it back home not too long ago. I was gone way too long. Have groceries everywhere. But yeah, I went ahead and got the groceries. I did find tires, but I thought about it. I was going to go ahead and make an appointment to get the tires installed, but I realized that the way that the roadside assistance stuff works, they won't pick the car up again for the same incident and move it again. So that means that we're going to have to get the tire off of the car and get the new tire installed, which the hubs is going to do that, but got to get the new tire installed before I'm able to do anything else with the other tires. So I'm still going to go ahead and get online and order the tires and make the appointment so that he can get it, I guess, balanced or whatever they do. And then he'll put that tire on, and then I'll move forward with trying to get the other tire. So I really need to get on the ball and do some budgeting and planning for the upcoming week. I did go ahead and get a studio session finally booked. And so I got a couple weeks here to get myself in order. So that is a good thing. That's good news. I'll be able to work on some other tracks that I actually have already written the music for them. And so we're just kind of finishing up touches on one of those tracks, and then actually going to be working on the production of a new track. So I've actually got two in mind, but I don't know if I'm going to move forward on one of them just yet with this producer or not, but we will see. Like I said, I got a couple weeks to get ready for that, and I am amped. I know it's time. I know that God is trying to progress me and move me in a different direction. And so, though I feel all the nerves, very nervous, a lot of things, all the things that I've always felt when it came to what I know I'm called to do. But I got to do it anyway. All right, y'all. So happy Monday. Just finished a cool little brisk morning walk and also did a bike boot camp, and now need to go by the pharmacy and then head home so I can get something to eat. Had a protein shake this morning. Well, actually, while I was doing my little 20-minute walk, just to make sure that I am on the up and up with my protein macros for the day. So I'm gonna go home and get something to actually eat and get showered and everything cleaned up. And yeah, I don't know if I told y'all or not, I actually got a new bag. I actually got 2 bags, to be honest. One of them I found on sale at Dillard's. It was really, really not sale. It was like clearance. So I got it for the low. And then I got a new, bruh, pay attention. Don't back into me, please. What are you doing? Amazon like backing up out into the roadway. But anyway, I also got a new bag from Coach, and I'm loving that bag. I actually haven't had a chance to carry it, but the color is divine. So I will share that. I don't know, I think I did like a unboxing on it, and you may see it here, or I may do another little clip and just share the actual bag. But like I said, I love the color. Definitely good for the fall, though I can see myself carrying that bag year round. So anywho, I am getting ready to, like I said, head to the pharmacy and then go and get something to eat, and I'll check in with y'all when I get home. All right, y'all, so happy Tuesday. I've just finished a HIIT workout, and then I also rode my bike for a little bit. I'm not going to go out and do any walking today to get any steps, because I'm actually headed to, well, I got to get dressed first, but I'm getting ready to go to a follow-up appointment, check the iron levels, and see where I am on that. So I'm pretty sure, I'm going to be doing a lot of walking today anyway, so hopefully that will keep my steps in line for the day. But I'm getting ready to actually change out my purse also, and thought I would share some of that with y'all real quick. I'm just going from one little Coach purse to another one. Not carrying a big bag today. This is just going to be a little bag that I can throw crossbody or make it a shoulder bag. Can also carry this one top handle as well, but I don't need a whole lot of stuff today. But knowing me, I'm still probably going to put more in here than what I need to. But got some hand cream by Kiehl's. I'm going to throw that in there. Little coin purse. I'm going to put a little hand sanitizer in there. Got some gum. Got my AirPods, of course. Checkbook, just in case. Every once in a while, I need my checkbook. It's very rare. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there because it's going into the bottom. Got my charging bank from Apple. Got my keys. Got a lip gloss, a Summer Fridays lip gloss. I throw that in there also. Card holder. And I'm going to just throw my little change or coin purse on there. Hand cream, hand sanitizer, AirPods, and some gum. I'm going to throw that in there. Only thing that I have missing that I haven't put in there is going to be my shades, and I more than likely won't put it in there. I'll just put it in one of my cases. And I've packed it up, so. All right, y'all, so really quickly, here is the outfit. Very basic. Was going to put on some mules, but I didn't really care for the length on these pants for the mules, or the way that the mules look with the pants based on the length. But this is just the outfit that I'm getting ready to head out in. And like I said, just polished, nothing over the top. Again, here are just some basic pants. They're like a jogger material, and they, like I said, they've got that seam down the front. And then I've just got on this cream colored basic top, bracelets, rings, the norm, basic hoop style ring. And then, like I said, here is my bag of the day. It is just the Clio shoulder bag by Coach, and more than likely I'm going to be carrying it like this. Alright, y'all, looks like I'm probably going to have some iron, which, I'm not surprised. I was kind of expecting to need some iron or whatever, but they haven't confirmed it. But he was going over some of the initial results that come back and said it looks like I'm probably going to have it. So In any event, like I said, it's no big deal. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to do that, or at least for a while. But in any event, I don't play about my health. So if they say I need it again at any point, then I'm going to come right in here and get the iron that I need, because it's a very serious matter if you let it get too out of hand or leave it unchecked. So we don't do that. We don't play about our health. So anyway, I was looking at some of my stats from my Ultra Human ring. So it's showing me that my sleep was 100, which is awesome. I'd love to see that. It says that my movement is in the range of 96 right now. And it's showing like my brainwave clearance is a 92. So one thing that I did find interesting is the heart rate variability. And I was talking to the doctor about that. Mine is actually showing a little low, but I've only been wearing the ring for about 5 days. I know that it's trying to calculate the average of the course of 7 days, and this is actually not even the full 5th day, so it's actually technically like 4.5 days or so. So the that particular scoring, I don't know how accurate it is, just simply because, like I said, it hasn't been enough time to fully calculate it. But then I also know too, when you are low iron deficient, it can affect your oxygen levels and how it carries the oxygen through your body. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with that number being low. But then, like I said, again, because it hasn't been able to calculate the full 7 days on average, it could be, relative to that as well. So I did talk to the doctor about that, and he said that he thought that was interesting too, and that it may be the cause of it. But of course, he can't confirm it, or won't be able to confirm it until tomorrow when they get the other results back. So it's interesting to see. I'm just wondering how much information is actually available through the use of this ring, or useful information is available through the use of this ring, because that's an indicator. If that is something that would help me rather, to indicate that my iron might be on the lower end, or that perhaps I don't have enough red blood cells carrying enough oxygen throughout my body, which is of course causing that number to be on the lower end. Because one reason why I'll say that I was thinking that perhaps it might have something to do with it is because everything else is showing optimal, excellent, superior, within range, except for that one particular factor. So anyway, I have not had anything to eat and I am hungry. So I'm going to go probably buy Zestos. Simply because I'm on this side of town. I think I might have told you guys before, normally when I come to the doctor, I'll treat myself to some lunch there. It's not necessarily the healthiest thing to eat, but because it's very rare that I actually get over here, I'll probably use today as a little treat day, and get myself something to eat. More than likely, I'm probably going to get a hot dog. And I'm really not big on hot dogs, but I do like their hot dog. So I will probably get something like that, and maybe a small fry or something like that for lunch. And then I actually do have to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner, because I forgot to take something out and let it defrost. So I'm probably going to pick up some chicken or something like that that's already cooked from like Publix or something, or somewhere, so that I don't have to try to spend too much time in the kitchen. I'm not really feeling up to it today. So that's my thinking. And then I got an email telling me that my pickup order from Dillard's is ready. So I'm going to swing by there and pick up my order from them. So I just picked up the order from Dillard, and I told y'all about this shoe a couple months ago, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. They are Jeffrey Campbell boots, and they are the ones that have like the toe impression in them. And I actually saw that they just recently put out I guess maybe for this season, a different color, or perhaps maybe I just didn't see it when I was in that store. But they had a chocolate brown one that I saw, and then I think it was like a multicolored one, maybe like a animal print like version. Then of course they had the black, and they had the red, which I picked up the red. Y'all see the toe imprint? Hopefully they fit, because when I placed the order for them, they did not have my normal size. And because I wanted this shoe in this color, I did size up by half a size. So I'm hoping that they fit well. Got a Jessica Simpson pair of pumps. And I just needed some new pumps. A lot of my pumps and things are, you know, older, on the older spectrum, older side of the spectrum. And I got this beautiful sateen burgundy pump, and this shoe is so pretty. I don't even know if seeing it on camera is doing it justice, but it's got just like this nice little pretty sheen to it. If you were walking by it, you might think that it's even patent leather, but it's not. And it's not suede. They call it sateen. I picked up a pair by Gianni Beanie. I got a pair of chocolate brown pumps, and I love these as well. They are divine, well made. Has that little bounce back effect when you wear them, so my assumption is that these will be extremely comfortable when I wear them. So that was what was in my pickup order from Dillard's. I'm kind of tripping. I was walking around in the store, and it was actually like that when I went to the hospital too. But when I got to the store, people were staring at me and everything. And I'm like, what are you looking at? You know, why are you staring? Primarily females. And it's like, people, usually females, get these attitudes with you because you choose to get dressed, put on something decent, well, first of all, you started with a bath. You took a bath. You washed with some soap and water. You put a little lotion on the skin. You put some lip gloss on or something, some lip liner, maybe just some regular old chapstick. But you combed your hair. You brushed your teeth. You put on some decent clothes, and you got out the house. For some reason, some females have whole issues with you getting out looking decent, looking put together, looking elevated. And I don't really understand that, because my thought process on that is, you got the same opportunity that I have to get up and put on some clothes and make yourself feel your very best when you get ready to leave the house. But instead, that's what you chose to put on. That's what you chose to do. That's not my problem. That is a you problem. Why have a whole attitude with me because I put on some clothes that look like I took a bath today? Okay? Because there's nothing about this outfit that says dazzling, over the top, sparkling. I literally have on some elevated, and I use that loosely, elevated jogger pants and a cream colored tank top. You staring. You got a whole problem, got a whole attitude, and I don't understand it. Because at the end of the day, me personally, I don't care what I put on. I don't care what you got on. I'm not concerned about what you got on, how you wearing your hair, what purse you carrying, none of that. That's none of my business. That's your business. Why are you so concerned with somebody and what they got on and how they looking to a point where it done ruined your day or your face because it's sour and upside down from simply looking at me? I don't understand it. But anyway, like I said, I guess that's one of the things that's not my business either, because like I said, you made a choice just like I made a choice. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's run to the store and pick up what the family is going to have for dinner, and I'll holler back at y'all. Y'all, so I made it back home. Look like it want to start raining outside, which kind of sucks, but I think we need it. I think it's been kind of dry last couple weeks. Yeah, it's saying showers in the vicinity. So yeah, looks like we're gonna get a little bit of rain, but it actually is showing like the 36% chance. So we might not get anything. Might just be cloud coverage with, you know, some scattered rain or something like that. So ain't too bad. But yeah, we made it back in. Getting calls from spam that we automatically delete because why you calling my phone? Anyway, my youngin', I'm assuming, got my stuff down out the attic. This is the mess I have to look forward to putting away. It's actually 6 big bags, but a lot of that stuff is chunky. Some of it is like winter coats and things too. So it's not so much that it's just like an extraordinary amount of clothes, which, I mean, it's still a lot. You know, if I'm just being real, it's still a lot. But a lot of that stuff is really chunky. And like I said, one of them I know for a fact holds like my winter coats and some heavier robes and heavier, thicker pajamas and stuff. So once I start pulling all this crap out and putting it away, hopefully it won't take me very long. I know one of them actually also holds like my sweatshirts and stuff, which I've been missing when I've been going out on my morning walks and stuff. Because I've been very limited in what I've been able to throw over me to make sure that I stay warm if it was a little cooler, which yesterday it was, day before yesterday it was. So, but yeah, like I said, it looks like it's an extreme amount. And it probably is an extreme amount, but it's not as much as what it appears to be. So I'm kind of excited. It's almost like I miss my clothes. Even though they just been in the attic or whatever, I miss my winter or fall wardrobe, fall and winter wardrobe. So looking forward to seeing what I forgot about. And yeah, so we gonna get busy putting this stuff away. I probably won't start it until tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning after I work out. But yeah, we gonna pack up the spring and summer and pull out the winter. So getting ready to head up to the nail shop because the gel polish on my nail, well, on my thumbs actually, chipped real bad. I don't even really get that because technically if you get gel polish, your polish should last, especially I think it's only been a couple weeks, and it chipped almost all the way off on my thumbs. So I'm going to the nail shop to do a little self-care and take care of my hands and possibly my feet. Actually been thinking about getting a foot bath to do pedicures on. Instead of me going every 2 weeks on my feet, I can do, you know, every 2 weeks at home, or do one at home and do one at the nail shop. So I don't know, I hadn't really found a good nail bath yet, but if I do, of course I'll share it. But yeah, that's just something that I'm thinking on, especially because the weather is changing. It's not really necessary for me to go as often with my feet, even though I do like, you know, pampering myself in that way. But like I said, time will tell. We'll see. But yeah, I'm running up to the nail shop, and I'm also going to go by the grocery store because I'm thinking about making like some roasted chicken or something like that with vegetables. And probably do some kind of penne pasta or something like that. Trying to switch it up a little bit for the fam. So that's something else that I need to run by the store and do. But anyway, like I said, we headed to the nail shop now, and I will check back in with y'all in just a little bit. I made it home. As you can see, I just finished putting away some groceries. I ran by Publix. I did get the stuff to make that roasted chicken I was talking about, but I do not feel up to it. So I went ahead and pre-seasoned the chicken and everything, so it'll be ready to go. And I'll just roast it tomorrow, sometime tomorrow afternoon, so they'll have that for dinner tomorrow. Tonight, they're just going to have the rest of the gumbo that I made for dinner last night. So I think it's suitable enough. It's hearty. It's really dreary, and it's been raining outside all day. I think it started raining maybe about 10 o'clock last night, and it has rained the entire day today. So anyway, nails are done. Got this deep purple-like color. It's not exactly the color that I was wanting or hoping for. It looked a little bit different on the hand model or the sample that they had, but it'll do. They're a little bit longer. I think the last time I told y'all that I let them cut them all the way down, and I changed the shape just a little bit into more of like a coffin shape as opposed to my normal square. I'm thinking that I want to wear them a little bit shorter. For some reason, I'm liking them a little bit shorter. Normally my nails, they grow so fast. I always wear them kind of lengthy, but I like the way that they looked and felt the last time that I had them done. And like I said, they were on the shorter side, but I think that by changing the shape a little bit, it made me like or enjoy the shorter length a little bit better. So I think that the next time that I go, I've got to get the old gel off anyway, so they'll put some new gel on there. But I think that I'm probably going to cut them all the way back down again instead of letting them grow out as long as they are. But yeah, got this deep purple color. I got it on my hands and my feet. So that is that. I don't know. I was thinking about ending the vlog here, but I forgot that I got a couple of things that I didn't share from Kohl's. So I'm not up to it right now. I probably will maybe just pick the camera up sometime tomorrow and share those things, and then we'll close the vlog out there. If you don't see the Kohl's haul at the end of this, then you know that this was the end of the vlog, and I'll catch up with y'all in the next one and share some of those pieces that I got.